I'm Natalie Cowan. I went to work for ProTax, gosh, I'm afraid to say what year. Like she said, you go back that many years and you start aging yourself. But, well, let's see, when my son, who's a freshman at Virginia Tech this year, he was 4. So that tells you it was a while ago. Exactly. Well, to give you an idea, some of Lynn's talents and creative ways of finding people, I was hired as a tax preparer to work in her office, and I'd worked for H&R Block. I'd worked for a couple years at H&R Block, and I worked for part of a season with Jackson Hewitt. That's a story in itself. And she hired me to be a tax preparer in this office, and by the end of our first day of training, somehow the person that she had hired as the manager decided that I should be the manager instead of him. So the three of us went outside, and she called me out. I thought, what did I do? And she called me outside with him, and she said, he thinks you're more qualified than he is to be the manager, so are you okay with that? I'm like, I guess, okay. So I managed the Culpeper office with ProTax my first year. Now, the one thing that they didn't tell me was that the ProTax in Culpeper was a completely failing office, and they were planning to close it the next season. Well, that season, just from providing good customer service and word of mouth throughout the community during that one tax season, we went from only doing about 200 returns to I think we did 480 that first year. So they gave me another year. Still, I didn't even know that they were going to close the office. The next year, we did 750. And then they gave me another office to watch over, and then as fate has it, I'd become a regional manager and was managing several offices. And that October, I broke my leg in 3 places. And Lynn was trying to figure out how in the world I was going to travel around to offices when I couldn't walk. So at that point, she set me up with a computer in the basement of my house, and basically I became the person that everyone called for help. And we were up to, I think, 15 offices at that point with ProTax. So there was definitely a need for managers to call and ask questions and so forth, so I was doing that. I think the second year that I was doing that, I called Lynn one day and I said, this is getting to be a little overwhelming. I'm getting too many phone calls. I'm only one person. I can't handle it. I've got my cell phone that's got call waiting on it, so I've got 2 people calling that. I've got my home phone that's got call waiting on it. I've got 2 people calling that. And I'm like, I can't handle this many people calling at once. And she says, what do I need to do? Get you another phone? So at that point they decided this job that they just created for me just because I broke my leg was something that was really needed throughout our offices, and now there's a team of people that does that. So that's where I've come from with the tax industry. My thing is problem solving. I love going into offices, seeing what you guys are doing, and going there and helping you guys out. So, yeah.